Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dr. Ayman Habis of English Language at King Abdulaziz University. Hope you are feeling good today. It's our pleasure to meet you today. We are students from Prince Turkish School, and each of us have 5 questions to ask.
Okay.
Shall we go ahead?
Yes, please.
So, first question. What's your feeling towards the English language today?
The English.
It's
International. It's an international language
Yes.
that has to be learned by many people, and it's a basic social international requirement, you could say. No way to escape. It's a competitive language, so people have to learn it.
Okay. So, what's your thought about English language in general?
In general, it's a language. No way to criticize a language for its vocabulary. Generally speaking, it's a language. If we want to criticize, we would criticize the society itself, and maybe people, habits, etc. But the language is not to be criticized. This is my point of view.
Okay. How does the society deal with people who don't know how to speak English or don't understand English?
How does, sorry?
The society.
The society.
Yes, deals with the people who don't understand English and don't know how to speak.
You mean any society? Or you mean Saudi society?
Saudi society.
Well, I think people here would tend to shift to Arabic if they speak English and they find out that the listener is not able to understand. They would shift to Arabic.
But if outside, for example, not in Saudi Arabia.
Well, maybe some people would use sign language, what we call, لغة الإشارة,
yes.
sign language, something like this. Could be. They would try, maybe sometimes they would invite someone as an interpreter, someone to translate the meaning of the utterances, or something like that.
Okay. Do you have a vision of making all students in Saudi Arabia English speakers?
English speakers? Well, just I'm always persuading my students to use English outside the classroom. So it's not only inside the classroom. Without practice, you will have no good English, you could say.
Does the university have courses for beginners?
I think so, yeah. You've got the English Language Institute, and you've got the Department of European Languages and Literature, and possibly some other courses, arranged by faculties like engineering, etc. Yes, they do. They have. I think so. Yeah, for sure.
Thanks for answering my question. Now my friends.
Okay, now.
Okay, Dr.
All right.
What are the motivations that motivate people to learn English?
Well, one motivation is business. For example, if you find out that without learning English, you will not be able to run a good business, so this could be, a good motivation. Tourist, if you want to travel abroad, and then this is a motivation. If your teacher also encourages you to learn English, this is a motivation. These are 3 main things, of course. There are some other ways, of course.
Does the surrounding environment affect on learning English?
Yes, for sure. If people are not using English in public, this is a problem. This is a problem because this is a language.
What is the difference between Old English and New English? Before
What do you mean?
William Shakespeare, and after?
Well, that form is some kind of literary English, you could just call it. Literary English that is no more spoken today. And the vocabulary is totally different, I guess. But I'm not an authority in literature. My specialty is linguistics and phonetics, so I'm not an authority on that.
What is the easiest and fastest way to learn English?
Practice. This is the best thing. I always tell my students, you've got to turn on the TV and watch, these English programs, listen to the radio, and this is the best thing. In addition to academic learning of English at language institutes or schools, universities, practicing English is the best way. The best way to learn it, to master.
Final question. Could you please give us some advices to improve our English?
I advise you to avoid fear. To have no fear. You should be daring enough to use English with people. Don't worry about your mistakes, because all people make mistakes, even native speakers of a language, they make mistakes. Write English, speak English, and attend classes, academic teaching, something that is well organized, and that's all. I mean, the psychological obstacle has to be dealt with successfully. Otherwise, you would be, hindered, we could say. Okay.
That's all. Thank you, Mr. Ayman.
It's a pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you.
Okay. That's it. Thank you.
That's it.
Thanks a lot.
Just it.